myself, and then we're jumping right away on LinkedIn. So I'm Caroline LeadGen. I'm a French Canadian from Montreal. I started my career as a lawyer. I did my MBA, and at one point I was managing over 100 employees. And in 2015, my life changed. And I moved to the US in Alabama, and I had to reinvent myself so I became a financial advisor, and I started to sell life insurance. And how I was able to do this, two ways. One was networking, second, LinkedIn. And this is why it's so important. Then I became a partner. I became the first woman partner in the Gulf Coast of Alabama for a #1 company in the US in finance. So then to build my team, so sales or recruiting, how I was able to do it, it was with LinkedIn. 100% of my team was coming from LinkedIn. So this is why, and I'm talking about 2015, 2016. Now we are in 2024. So imagine the power of this tool. In 2020, we came back here in Montreal, Canada. I started my business in my car. We were moving back, and how I was able to get 300 clients in the coaching area, it was with LinkedIn and LeadGen. This is why. And today, what you will learn, you don't have to invest. Okay, guys, I want that you start to understand the power of LinkedIn. It's a machine. And again, there's multiple solutions. You can start if you don't have, let's say you're starting your business, you don't have a lot of resources. You will be able to start today. You don't have to buy anything. If you want at one point to upgrade, we'll share with you other ways. But just so you know, today, if you're on this call, you will share ways that you can do it without investing. But I hope that you will you will learn, but I hope also that you will understand the power of this machine. So let's start right away. We'll start with the PowerPoint just right now, and then we'll go live on LinkedIn. And of course, if you have questions, put it in the chat. Sharm will tell me if we have questions. I don't see everything. Sharm is working in my team. But if you have questions, do not hesitate, please. So again, what we're talking today, it could be for sales or recruiting. It's the same process. It's just a different strategy, but it's the same process. So today we'll talk about why LinkedIn is important. The target. When you are on LinkedIn, you can target the right people, because this is the key on recruiting or on sales. If you have the right people, you have the right messages, you increase your chance to turn this into sales. The power of Sales Navigator. Okay, this is really a tool attached to LinkedIn. We'll share with you how you can use it. How do you have good habits to build a prospecting strategy from LinkedIn? What are the sequences of message to have so you can have an impact on people? Bottom line, you're all in business, so you have something to offer. And how can you use the automation and artificial intelligence to change your game? So that's what we'll talk today. So let's start with some facts. Did you know that 78% of people say that LinkedIn is the most effective strategy than other prospecting? Okay, so right away, if you're not convinced, I hope that just this facts, you know that you have to start to learn LinkedIn. Okay, so just to compare other way of prospecting, cold calling. Cold calling, every 100 calls generally will give you 1 appointment, so 1%. Networking generally will give you 20 to 25% of success. People say LinkedIn 78%. It's amazing. Did you know that it takes 6 to 12 touches with your prospect to get 80% of your sales? Most people stop. Not because you don't want to follow up, because you require to have a process, require that you know that you cannot give up. Okay, it's not everybody will buy the first day or you will recruit the first day. But 49% of people, of salespeople, stop after the first follow-up and they ask why they don't have sales. So keep this today. If you learn this, I'm telling you, you can already modify every strategy that you're doing. It doesn't have to be only with LinkedIn, but just so you know, most people stop after the first follow-up, but you have 80% of your sales after 6 to 12 touches. So why LinkedIn is important? LinkedIn is your biggest database. When you think about it, if you're in business, if you're a financial advisor, if you're recruiting, it's your biggest database of professional, entrepreneur, manager, everybody that you're thinking that works, it's your biggest database. You have 875 million users. So if somebody say, I don't have sales or I can recruit on LinkedIn, there's maybe it's LinkedIn, it's maybe your process behind. It's maybe you have the right target market, or maybe the messages are not clear, or your offer. But this is the biggest database. With LinkedIn, what is great is you can have a target audience. Target market is one of the key. So when we're starting in business, generally, let's say I'm a financial advisor, we're trying to grab anybody, right? Because we're starting, we need to pay some bills. We need to have some experience. But at one point, no matter what is your business, you need to have a target market. Same thing in recruiting. You need to target the right people. So LinkedIn gives you this chance. More than Facebook, by the way. If you are somebody that like to share some content, add value to people, and get the positioning and the recognition regarding this, LinkedIn will be the right platform, so people can see that you have a great expertise. And also, LinkedIn gives you some analytical. Okay, so you can know if you're doing right, if people see what you, first of all, people, do they see what you're publishing? Do you see like if they like this or not? So it's helping you to adjust your strategy. Do you have the right market? Do you have the right messages? Can you convert this into sales or somebody who will join your team? LinkedIn gives you metrics, but unfortunately, most people don't use metrics to align their strategies. So LinkedIn gives you this. And you know what? You can do LinkedIn pajamas in the morning in your PJ. Nobody will know. How great is that? You don't even have to travel. So target market. So before diving into LinkedIn, lead generational, because this is what you're doing. You have to define your target market. And by the way, guys, this is also the right thing to do offline for any of your strategies. If you're going to networking, are you targeting the right networking? Are you targeting based on your target clients? This is the first thing that you have to do. So why LinkedIn? LinkedIn will allows you to have an avatar. So you will be able to, let's say I want to work with business owner. Not only this is my market business owner, but my avatar will be the people inside of this market. Maybe I want to work with business owner that they have a business 1 to 50 employees. Maybe they're based in New York. You can start to define your criteria to be very specific, to say this is where I'm very successful with those kind of clients. So LinkedIn gives you this opportunity. And I don't know if you know, there's 42 criteria in Sales Navigator, 42. So when we say that if you have the right target, you have the right criteria, you don't have this in Facebook. You don't have this even into a networking. Okay? To be successful, no matter the platform, no matter the way you're doing this, even in networking, you need to understand the pain of your target market. What kind of pain do they have related to the service that you're offering? If you know their pain, this is the hook. This is where you create interest. You have to be different than anybody else. If you don't talk their language, they will never connect with you. So know the pain of your target market. And by doing a target market, it's easier for you because you can copy paste mainly the same thing. You can take some assumption that most people will have the same pain. Let me give you an example. Financial advisor, they're working with business owner. We can assume, and there's a lot of studies about this, 93% of business owners are paying too much taxes because they have the wrong tax strategy. First of all, if you're a business owner, call a financial advisor. If you don't have, if you're in the 93% who's paying too much tax, call a financial advisor. But if you're a financial advisor, as an example, you already know that you can propose something regarding this. If you're doing in any kind of businesses, it's the same thing. So know the pain of your target market. Adapt your messages. Most of you don't adapt to the pain. So you're very about, and I will say, and I'm really sorry for everybody who's doing this. Most of the time when you're talking to a future clients, you're talking about I do this, I do that, I. Here's one tip. Remove all the I from your conversation. It's all about them, not about you. Okay, so adapt your messages, reduce their pain with your solution. You are in business or you try to recruit, you're doing something fantastic. So adapt this so people can connect, can relate, and they need you. And what you want is create a repeatable formula. Less effort if you have a target market instead of going all over the place. You need to know the benefits. What the benefits of your solution, how the benefit of your solution will help your target market. If you know this, you will be able to save some time. Keep also a personal touch. If you're using LinkedIn, you will be able to be consistent. And LinkedIn, generally, we say if you're communicate and you have a process on LinkedIn, is like having 1,000 contacts a day from other prospecting sources. Think about it. Less effort, more efficient. So if I didn't convince so far to use LinkedIn, tell me what I need to say. And LinkedIn doesn't pay me to do this and to say that. Just so you know also, it's important that when you start on LinkedIn, it's important that you have to understand how you will create your footprint, how you will gain visibility. So you have to have good behaviors. How you do this? You need sometimes to like some posts of other people. On LinkedIn, it's a lot of you give and you receive. It's both ways. If you're just there to take, it will not work. So when you like a post, it gives you some, it helps the impression. It helps your footprint, your algorithm. It will give 1% to the author, 1% for you. If you comment on a post of somebody, you will have 15%. It will help the author with 15% more impression. For you, will help you with 12%. But what I'm saying today, you don't have to spend 2 hours on LinkedIn every day. less than 5 minutes. We'll show you how we work really quick. When you're resharing, 10% for the author, 5% for you. When you have backup links, like you're referring, you're sharing other links, 8% for the author. If you click on see more, 5%. So if you are the author, you want to have a paragraph, the first lines, you want to make sure that people hook to that because they want to, you want that they read more. It gives you more authority. Okay? So just think about it. This is just a little cue to help you about behaviors, and we'll share a little bit more what you can do in a simple way. So let's talk about sales navigators. So sales navigators is really good to help you to sales or recruit. You can have your target market. I will go live on the tools after that. So sales navigator, like I said, there's 42 criteria. If this is not enough for you, I don't know which tool has better than this. So you can be very specific about what are you looking, the function, the job title, what kind of level of experience, level in a certain position, the geography. Did they post on LinkedIn? So you have more chance to reach out. So you have a lot of criteria. And to be honest, it doesn't take 2 days to learn Sales Navigator. Seriously, in a couple of minutes, you're up to running. After that, so the good news is you can start to build some lists. Okay, so when I hear people, they say, I don't have leads. It's not that you don't have leads. It's maybe you don't know how to qualify them. So with Sales Navigator, you can start to have a big list, and then you can pre-qualify them because it's not everybody will become your client. Okay, so if I just go back here, I will start to do my first pool, my first list. From there, I can qualify people. This is just an example. Then I can say, okay, do I want this kind of person? I can start to save it in a pre-qualified list if I want to start to have some action, some messages. Okay, that's the beauty of this. Here, do you see that we have two mutual connection? Can I use this to get introduced to somebody else? And you can, like you see the bubble here, you can send messages with Sales Navigator. So you also have, generally you have 50 credits per month, but sometimes you have free to open profile. That means it's not taking your credit. I think 70% of people are free to open. So that means you can send an email. This will go directly inside of their inbox from LinkedIn. So just so you know, if you're in Canada, the law changed in September. You need to have the permission of somebody to send an email. In the US, they changed also the spamming law. So this one, LinkedIn right now, is the only one who's not regulated right now. However, guys, I will say be careful. Don't abuse of this. If you don't know the person, or if it's not something really interesting or something, don't send too many of new email. That's just my advice. Just be careful at who are you sending to. Okay? So respect those, but just so you know, you have this. So this is why going back to how do you create the right messages, it's so important. If you're just pitching your offer, people will not like you. Okay? When you pre-qualify on Sales Navigator, so after that I did my biggest list, now I'm qualifying people. In this kind of list, do you see that I also have categories? So I can start right to the left if I want. I have 5 in this list on 532 pre-qualified people. I have 511 people who share the same experience as me. This is another way to connect with people. I can click on this one. Of course, it's just a picture, but on real life, you can click, you will have Well, you will have the name of those people that they posted the last 30 days. So there's a lot of chances that they will see my messages because they are active on LinkedIn. One change job the last 90 days. If you're in the insurance or financial advisor, this is great information. If you don't know why, let me with me, we'll share with you. But just give you, but even that, just to be nice with people, somebody who changed job the last 90 days, you can just say, hey, I just saw your profile. Congratulations on this new journey. Okay, but play with this. And the beauty with Sales Navigator is you can save all your lists versus the free version. The free version of LinkedIn, you can still do the same thing, but you have to do everything manually. We'll go on LinkedIn to share. However, with the free LinkedIn account, you cannot save anything. So you have to be careful about when you're clicking on something because you're always losing your research. Sales Navigator, you can save everything. Here's one tip. How do I work? When I work on Sales Navigator, let's say I pre-qualify. I already know all my criteria. I have my list. Now I'm trying to pre-qualify people. What I do is when I send a message, I put them on the list. So this way, if I stop because I receive a call or I have another meeting, when I want to pick up my work where I left, I know that if they're not on the list, I didn't send a message or I didn't do something with this. So I know that I stopped there. So this is one way for me to help me to know where I am in my work. Okay, so you just save, put it in the list. Let's say this one was August. We had an August list of people that we were trying to connect. Under Sales Navigator, as I said, you can save your searches. So you can put all the beauty of this is Sales Navigator is feeding you with new leads every day. You see 600 new results, 333 results. They're giving you new leads in your pool to say, hey, those people have the same criteria. So that's the beauty of this of Sales Navigator. If right now you are in a point that you cannot invest in Sales Navigator, you can still do some research about your target market in LinkedIn. So what you do, you just go, and I will show you live just after that. You just go under your network and you start to put the criteria. You don't have a lot, but you can still start with the target market. So I'm looking for salespeople. I will put people, not job, but people. My second degree. So first degree is my friends, my connection. Second degrees is the friends of those people. Third degree is the friend of those friends. So start with second degree. LinkedIn prefer that you work more with second degrees because you're not spamming. You're really more developing your network. Then you can put the location. You can even pick some companies if you want. You have other filters. You can go with the industry. There's not a lot. You can go with the language. If you're looking somebody, you speak Spanish, you can put just Spanish page. So at least this can help you to target people. So you have some filters, but they're less than Sales Navigator, but you can still pick some criteria. Just one tip, take a snapshot or take a picture when you're doing a search, because as soon as you click on something else, you will lose your research. Just one tip. So just stay focused on the task to make sure that when you're in the free account, just stay focused on the task. So what kind of good habit to build on prospecting? Oh, before we do this, let's go live on LinkedIn before I jump on this, sorry. Okay, so I will just share LinkedIn. Do we have questions so far? Okay, LinkedIn. Somebody, I was looking at their profile. Okay, so LinkedIn, this is the free account that I was talking about. Okay. So the free account, if you're looking for leads also, by the way, I didn't say this in the presentation, but you know, here you also have viewers. This is people that they're coming into your store. This is important to check. Did I connected with everybody? Okay, you have it. So some people are looking at your profile. So if they're looking, I can even send a message. Hey, long time that we didn't talk, if I know the person, or thank you for visiting my profile. Are you looking for something? You can interact with people. If you didn't connect with them, you can connect with them. Okay, so make sure if you have the free account, make sure that you go, I think twice or 3 times at least a week, because you don't have access to everything because it's the free account. So take care of those people. Post impression is how many impression did you have on the post. If you're doing a research, you use your network. So let's say I'm looking for salespeople. I just have to put this in the search engine. Then I will select people. I will select second degree. I can revisit my first degree also and just send a message if I want. Location, let's say I'm not in Manitoba, but let's say Manitoba, Canada. I don't think I have a lot. You can even put some company, or you have other filters. Like I said, there's not a lot, but you can still use it. It's the free account. So you have some company, past companies, school, industry, some languages. So at least you have a couple of filters that you can use. So even if you don't have the money to invest right now, you can still use Sales Navigator. Let's say I wanted to connect with people. What I can do is I can just connect and send a note to those people. We'll talk about the good habits. Okay, with LinkedIn, it's important that you're not going 3,000 messages the same day. You have to pace yourself. LinkedIn is a consistent strategy. If you think you will not be consistent, because each time you're going back, so you have to be consistent. So with LinkedIn, you can send 20 connection a day. Okay, 100 a week. So limited at 400 connection, new connection a month. So if you have other tools like LeadGen, you can go up to 1,200 connection a month, because we are building some behaviors. We'll talk about this, but if you're doing manually, maximum amount 400 connection, you don't want to go on LinkedIn Gel. LinkedIn Gel is you don't have access to LinkedIn for 48 hours. At one point, if you have too many LinkedIn Gel, they will close your account. So on LinkedIn, you have to respect the rules. But not only you want to connect, you want to send messages. Okay, you want to send messages. You want to have a conversation. So the part that will share messages, even if you don't have the tools, you can do this manually. When you will be tired of doing this manually, we can help you with the tools we have. But what I'm saying today is, even if you don't have, you're not there yet, you can still do it manually. Also, make sure you pay attention to the notification. This is free information for you. Okay, people like, you can retain them. If they change job, you can, you can thank them. They posted something, you can reply. The goal of that is to be quick. You don't want to waste your time. To be honest, on LinkedIn, I don't think we spend more than 5 or 10 minutes a day, unless we have like a special event. But if not, we are very strategic with our time. We don't have time to waste. Okay, so use LinkedIn. Sales Navigators. Like I said, I'll just show you really quickly. So I always start with lead filters. So let's say I'm looking for, let's say, New York. I will include and exclude. That's the beauty with Sales Navigator. you can exclude things. So let's say I'm looking for a financial advisor. Okay. Let's say I want to exclude a company. Just to take this one, no offense, buddy, just because it's there. Let's say I want to exclude a company, so I can start to build exactly what I'm looking. You see right now I have 9,500 results. It's a little bit too much. So I need to qualify even this. So do I want year of experience? Depending on what I have to look. Let's say I want to have people with 6 to 10 years of experience. Oops, 1,000. Now we start to talk. Okay, so you can play with this. When you're good, you just save this. You just slide this. You want to pick up the list. The first list before you qualify this, it's under saved searches. Okay, you have lists. I don't want to save this one, but you have lists that you can use. So let's say that this list was saved. Now I want to pre-qualify those people. So this one, we have 19 connection. This guy did a post on LinkedIn. So maybe I want to send a message. See, I have 145 credits. So maybe I want to send a message, but I can connect. So I can send a connection. And when I'm done with those actions, I can connect, send a message. I will save this into a list. You just create the list you want. So it could be your mail list, business owner, financial advisor, whatever it is you're looking. If I want to pick up a list, I go back here under leads. Okay, let's say I take August. That's what I was showing you. You can add notes. Okay, you know which account they are, what last experience you have. And then you can even click on those to give you other information. Who posted the last 30 days. So I can even send a message. I can message them. See, free to open profile. That's mean I can send without my credit. So use this to qualify your leads. It's so important. Question, comments? Just go back to the presentation. No, put it in the chat if you have now let's talk about the habits. Sean, just let me know if we have questions. So if you don't have automatic tools and you're ready to do this manually, we recommend that you send 20 connections a day. You have to build a network. Post minimum 2 times a week, some posts. You can share article, you can post some video, content about you, about your company. You can like 5 posts a day. Okay, go quick. In your feed, just go quick, like those people, those posts, sorry, not people. If you can send 10 messages after connection, you also have to send connection. You have to start a conversation. When I hear people, they say, yeah, I post. I have a LinkedIn strategy. I post every week. But then I ask, do you interact? Do you have a conversation? Most of them say no. So I call this strategy post and pray. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you a lot of sales. You have to be proactive. So send 10 messages a day. 10 messages a day and have a strategy. You can put those messages in Excel or Word, but have a strategy. Say, okay, first connection, message 1, message 2, message 3. What are you sending? Okay. But at the end of the day, it's time or money. You don't have the money to invest on those tools, it's your time. But you have to build your footprint. If you don't have the time and you have some money, first step, take Sales Navigator. Okay, but at the end, there's no excuses. If, even with Sales Navigator, you don't want to do this manually, because it still takes a lot of time, There's other tools to help you. You can try to generate leads with some tools. There's a lot on the market. You can check whatever you want. Of course, we own one, but the point today is not to sell you. It's just to inform you that there's other ways to do it. When you have those tools, you will be able to target the right audience. You will be able to brand yourself and create loyalties with your clients and your prospect. Create a pipeline of leads. If your pipeline is empty, it's hard. Make sure you fill up your pipeline. Make sure you have some messages. You need to have a strategy on messages. So what kind of solution do you have? Some solutions, it's only a Chrome extension. Be careful to them. Be careful to this because it's not a real app and it can take some information. So just be careful when you do your due diligence, when you're looking some solution, make sure you check the security. Make sure you check the settings. Do they protect your information and your account? As I started as a lawyer, so for me, protection was really, really important. Protection of myself, protection of the clients, protection of your future prospect. This is how we choose it. The solution that we have is protection was important. Most of software, they don't even put some protection and you're at risk. With some solution on automatic. So when you have the right target market and when you join LeadGen, you will do the target market with us. We offer this included in the solution. You have the target market. We'll ask you the pain. We do the exercise with because this is our job. We want to help you to succeed. And we'll put this in the machine. It will be on automatic, but you will have to review those texts. So the LeadGen, Caroline LeadGen will send a connection request automatically, but also will go perform some action, view the profile, like the last 3 posts, follow the profile. This is behaviors to help you to increase your visibility. And after that, it will be messages. This one was just message 5. We don't ask for an appointment right away. We have to drop some content and we will guide you on this. Don't just ask for the meeting. This is just another example. We're sharing some content. The goal is to have some conversation, but at least a prospection, you can put this in the machine, sending every day, all your connection, everything's on automatic until somebody responds. When they respond, this is where the game starts. Now you have to manage this. To manage the conversation, to convert this into sales. The beauty with Caroline LeadGen, you can save all your answer. Okay, we'll go into tools, but you save sometimes. You save about 7 to 10 hours on prospection when you use the tools. So, you know, if you're about to do the right strategy, you can save 7 to 10 hours. I don't know about you, 7 to 10 hours, I prefer to be in front of my client instead of prospecting. Okay. With LeadGen, Caroline LeadGen, you can put some tag. You also have filter. You don't want to go through all of this. You want to have a process and a system to save you a lot of time. Okay, so you can put some labels and then you can just put filter. Which one did I send my calendar link, but they didn't book? Which one I'm in a conversation that I need to ask something else or do something to move to the next step? Calendar link, calendar link, calendar. Do you see this is just one example? That was all the same day. If you don't have this kind of prospection right now, use Caroline LeadGen. If your strategy right now doesn't give you those kind of results, let's talk. This is an example on Caroline LeadGen, how it's structured behind. Okay, you wanna define the timeline between your messages. This is an example of somebody who recruited. It wasn't recruiting. 90% of them accepted. This is a great, this is some great metrics. 65% replied. And to be honest, it's less, a little bit more than this, sorry, because it's not on 1186, but more on 1064. 94% of them, the person sent a link. It could be a calendar link, a video, an article, depending what is your marketing strategy, your content strategy. 94% of people click on the link. This is visibility. This is why you're doing your marketing. This gives you opportunity to have more sales or more recruit in your team. So if currently your strategy is not giving you this result, let's talk. Let's talk. I will have to say, generally, you should have at least 3 sources of prospection. So it could be your current client who will give you a lot of referrals, but you have to ask. Could be networking and could be LinkedIn. You need to have 3 sources to make sure that your pipeline is full. With lead gen, and this is pretty cool, you have the artificial intelligence part. On this part, you just record 1 video. So you will have to work less than 5 minutes. And what is cool, you're giving I will show you live, but you're doing a video less than 5 minutes, and then the AI will make sure that they put it in the other LinkedIn page. They will copy paste your video on their own LinkedIn page of the person. The next one in your pool will receive their own LinkedIn page with your video. You don't have to do the work. The system will do it for you. So you just create another interest. People are receiving this in their own inbox. That's another way. Use the intelligence, the AI, to help you to create interest, be different than other people of your industry. And this is included. You don't have to pay an extra tool, an extra videos, or it's including here. This is just one example. With Caroline LeadGen, this person, during 21 days, you see 234, that was manual conversation. 21 days, he got 234 conversations. So let me ask you this. How many do you have with your current strategy? The system, during 7 days, the system sent over 100. Remember at the beginning, I said LinkedIn is 100 per week, 400 connection a month. Now the system is going up because we were able to build some human behavior. I will explain you. If you join this, we'll explain it to you how we're doing this. But now he's over this. Some of them are 200 per week now. And 124 messages were sent automatically. That's 259 things that the system did that when you're focusing on something else. So this is just an example how the automatic and AI can help you to succeed. And it's not very expensive. So ask yourself right now, what kind of results do you have with your current strategy? So how it works. LinkedIn, 400 connection requests per month. LeadGen, go up to 1,000, 1,200, depending where you are on your SSI. Sales Navigator, the next step is Sales Navigator will provide data, will help you to prioritize. Biggest opportunity and best way to use your time than the free account. Caroline LeadGen, you will have an automation of your generation leads. You will save 10 hours a week on prospecting if you were doing your right job. You will have strategies, processes, the right messages will help you to build. It's coming with 3 campaigns, and we don't charge more. Most of the marketing company are charging $3,000 just for 3 campaigns. We help you with this because we want to help you to succeed. You can use automation and AI to accelerate your own success. Getting the right message is hard. It's an art. We will help you. And it's not just ChatGPT, guys, because now people can know if it's ChatGPT. There's a lot of software that they start to exclude your text if it's coming 100% from ChatGPT. We still have ChatGPT can help you to start, but you still have the human brain still can do probably a better job. But the goal is, do you get 15, 30 appointments per month? Some of them, as well, that I share with you, had 100 appointments a month. Everybody is different. Every positioning is different. But do you get this with your current solution? If not, let's talk. Because at the end of the day, you are in business. You need to bring your business to the next level. And this is good with the recruiting also. So this is what all the tools on LinkedIn can help you. And remember, you can do this in pajamas or having your kids with you. If you need some information, you can go on the website, pricing, you can book a demo, you can write us some question, and I can share with you what it looks like. Before I jump there, do we have some question for people that are live here? Do we have some question? But at the end of the day, I hope you can understand how to use LinkedIn. Don't have the money right now, you're not ready, use it manually. When you'll be tired of doing everything manually, then you invest. If you're ready to invest, you will just fast forward your success. This is another example of somebody in the last 21 days, she got 115 conversation. She sent the system 147 connection requests the last week, 190 messages the last 7 days on automatic, and she still have 210 on read. She cannot catch up right now. This is just one example. Okay, this is just one example of how the system will help you to be better at what you're doing. Okay, so this platform is very simple. You have, sorry, this is in French, but it doesn't really matter. You will just see that here you have campaign. Okay, same thing that we said. You send connection, you perform action, you send messages. All this is on automatic. Then you have an inbox. Okay, the automation stop. And you can start to filter. She's in French, but let's say I put, let's say a calendar link sent. Okay, calendar link, calendar link, calendar link. Okay, she was away for a convention for 2 weeks, so she cannot catch up right now on her email. But just so you know, you have ways to help you structure your data. Okay, she joined LeadGen a month and a half ago, I think, so maybe 2 months. And already this is on top of what she has 5,600 people that the machine is working. This is a database to help you. You have email, you have phone numbers, you can have their company, you do a lot of data, and you know what? You can export everything, put it in the CRM. Again, be careful with this, depending your country, be careful to not spam people because they didn't give you authorization. However, you can export this in Excel, you can export this in your CRM. You have tutorial, you have settings. There's also other things we're helping you. Okay, we manage based on this one, she is at 59 on 100. Okay, so we have to manage the setting to protect your account. There's other things we're doing. So this is one of the options to help you. Let me go back to mine. I want to show you the AI. When I say you work less than 5 minutes. Use the tools to help you to succeed. You just go back here, play my Caroline LeadGen video, and this is just an example. Okay, you started recording this. I can share with you just really quick. I was looking at your profile and I'm very impressed with your experience. Can you hear? So I was wondering if you're looking for a new career opportunity, because I need somebody like you.
It's a bit it's not that clear.
It's not that clear. Okay, but anyway, guys, just so you know that you have those opportunities. Okay, you have those tools to help you, and it will save you a lot of time. You will be different. So if you are interested on this, just book with us, book your demo, or you can go right away on the website, buy it, and we'll help you. There's two packages. One that's $169 a month. That includes 3 campaigns and 1 hour of coaching per week, or $500, and we respond for you. We do the follow-up. We change the campaign if we see that it's not working. We manage everything to make sure that you get appointments. Very simple. Question, guys. I see somebody, Allison is asking, is the LinkedIn Premium worth the money? Really good question. Personally, I don't like LinkedIn Premium. I don't think it gives you what you need. So the Premium just give you access to who visit your profile, so you can see all the names, you can respond a little bit more. Personally, for the difference of price, I really prefer Sales Navigator compared to Premium. I think I'm not sure on this one. I think it's $10 or $20 different per month, but Sales Navigator, you can structure your data, which Premium, you cannot do this. Any other question, guys? Who's ready to jump on LinkedIn? Yes? So thank you so much.